What's up, everybody? Back for another Honkai Star Rail video. And yeah, I know we're like a day late on this, but I mean, hey, there was a whole ass 3.0 live stream, so like, cut me some slack, you know? But this video is going to be on what you should be farming for the Realm of the Strange double drop event. Now, as Star Rail has kind of evolved and we've gotten a lot of relic sets, a lot of these, some people are going to be like, actually, this one is 1% different and it has, like, I get it. A lot of characters actually have various means to use other relic sets, but these are what just I recommend, I've used, or it just straight up is the only one they can use, right? Now, a bunch of these characters are going to be in a depends category, which I'll go over briefly at the start. Let me know what you guys are farming in the comments before we jump into it. Don't forget to like and subscribe as always, right? For me right now, I'm actually farming this set out because I still need like one or two pieces for Sunday and then potentially Bronya if I'm going to switch her over to the set. And then this set is just really good because it's giving crit rate and then it's increasing your skill ult damage. And then after you ult, you get more skill damage. So like Jinglu's good with this. The new Herta is going to be good with this based off of what they show us on the live stream. And since I'm a big Herta fan, definitely got to get her kitted out. So this is what I'm farming, right? I know a lot of people are still farming the break and ult slash follow-up set. These ones are two very good. They're used on a lot of characters, so it makes sense. And I've seen some people who are trying to fish for a good eagle set, which is the action advance new ult one, which is it's pretty good. And a lot of people are using it with characters like, you know, Pela. I've always used it with. I've seen people use it with Boot Hill, funny enough, and just like a bunch of these characters who, you know, for the zero cycles. So funny enough, a lot of people I've seen are actually farming this. But anyway, like I said, let me know what you're farming in the comments and let's jump into the video. So first things first, we have depends, right? Also, these two characters I'm a bit negligent to actually put on the list because we're getting two new relic sets and we don't know what they do. So I don't want to be like, yeah, Agley would be really good with this set, and then be like, oh crap, the new one is like leagues better. I just made them farm for no reason. The reason I'm not putting Herta to these standards is because the set is just, I don't. There's no way in hell they power creep that set for Herta. It'd be kind of weird. But anyway, the defense section is going to depend on a few things, right? Do you need them to be faster or slower? Are they going to be a DPS like Adventuring? Is he going to be a shield bot or a DPS? If he's a DPS, you run like the follow attack set, or you run like, you know, one that isn't the defense set, obviously, right? Or if you know don't have enough defense, you run the defense set. For other characters like Huo Huo or Fushuan, mine, I have the HP two-piece HP, two-piece damage reduction set on her. Your healers can run like two-piece speed, two-piece outgoing healing, or two-piece outgoing healing, two-piece HP if they don't have enough HP. It really just depends on how your rules are for a lot of these characters. Serval, are you running break Serval or crit damage? Luca, Xeon Dot or break? Herta, are you only using her for her follow-up? Or are you using her as a main DPS? It really just depends on what you're running. Robin, do you want her to have more speed or just, you know, two-piece attack, right? Asta, do you want her with the four-piece speed set, or do you want her with two-piece speed to get as much speed as possible? Like I said, there's a lot of variables, so it really just depends on what you exactly need these characters for. Then for the wind set, we have Pela and Jiao Q, who are going to ult and want to action advance up, mostly so they can give Acheron more ults, or just, you know, I mean, Pela can just ult pretty quickly too, but most of these are just used with Acheron to get ults off faster. Next up, we have the break and physical one. Shout out to the physical MC. There could be a better one for him, but honestly, I haven't tested him in like a couple months, so I'm just gonna assume he's still here. These two just, you know, break, give energy, go about your business, right? Because they're definitely characters who want to ult more. Not saying Rapid doesn't want to ult, but they want to get energy more than some of the other counterparts like Firefly, right? So this set helps them out a little bit. You can still run the super break set on these two and still, you know, it'll be fine. But me personally, I like running it for the extra energy for Boot Hill. Next up, we have the basic attack one. I mean, what is there to say? They all have enhanced basic attacks. Like it's just how the set works, right? Then we have the quantum set, which the, you know, three quantum ladies. Wow, shocker there. Then we have the defense set and Arlen. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, Arlen could probably go here, but Yeah, I'm just gonna leave Arlen there. So show the lightning set a little bit of love. If you're an Arlen main, let me know in the comments what you actually use, because I haven't seen anyone use Arlen like actually like build like E1, E2 supports for Arlen in a while. So I don't even know if there's recorded footage of this guy in the past couple months. I'm gonna be real with you. Then of course the fire and imaginary set no one really uses. I still have it for my ratio because I have a really good ratio. Ratio? Yeah. For the imaginary set, so I just rock it because I haven't found anything better. But definitely not really one to farm. Next up is going to be looks are deceiving. A lot of the characters in the depends section who might want a bunch of speed would actually use 2-piece of the speed set and 2-piece of the new speed slash crit damage set, I guess you call it, right? Blade is just here for the HP one, and he's about his business. Next up is going to be the dot and follow up set, which is going to feature the follow up characters and the dot characters, right? For Himiko, it's actually pretty much calculated to just be better to run her correct crit damage even when you're using break teams, so you can have a little bit more damage going out when just in general, really. Especially if you're using Harmony MC, and at the very beginning, if you're going to trigger a few follow-ups, might as well get a little bit of damage off, because Super Break Himiko does like literally just potato damage. It's so sad. And I find out that when I use her with the crit damage build, the Super Break damage is still pretty damn good for her. So might as well just keep her on the crit damage for whenever you don't have it up as Harmony MC, or just a damage boost overall. Then we have the debuff slash the break support set. It's very important because there's a super break set and there's a break support set. The break support set is for characters who are going to be ulting and giving break effect, which is Harmony MC and Rowan May, and the rest of them are the debuff set characters who apply debuffs, and then they just get a bunch more damage when attacking. Then next set is Super Break, which are going to be these characters right here, and then the follow up slash ult set, which is speaking too fast, sorry. It's late. I'm tired, Then this is the follow-up slash ult section here with Yunli, Feijiao, Moves, and yes, Yanshin can use this, and I do think it is his best set. Fight me on it. And then last but not least is the new crit rate slash speed. I guess I should say crit rate slash skill ult, or sorry, crit rate skill ult slash the speed crit damage one. That's a mouthful, bro. The actual technical full government name is the Path to Uncertainty, and the relics are called the Scholar Lost in Erudition and the Scardos Relived Ordeal. Oh my lord, I cannot speak English. English is my first language, by the way. Just heads up, that's just how it is. Regardless, though, these are going to be characters who use their ult and their skills do a lot of damage, which are going to be these three. Overall, this set is actually pretty good because it gives 2-piece crit rate, and everybody uses their ult and their skills to do damage. Technically, if you're DPS, right? Obviously, there's going to be these three characters who just use basic attacks, but most people can actually use this set. It's a very good overall set along with the debuff set, right? Especially if you need more crit rate. There's so many times where I've run 2-piece of this and like 2-piece attack. The DP, this one works as well for the dot. You can run that as a 2-piece for a DPS as well. It just gives attack, right? But 2-piece attack, 2-piece crit rate, very nice to get some extra crit rate going off. And then these ones are going to be the plus speed plus whoever you're buffing single target with your skill or ult gives crit damage. Makes sense for Sunday, Bronya, Sparkle, all them, Hanya, and Tigan can also use it. But other than that, that's pretty much going to be it. What I recommend farming is obviously whoever you're going to build next or whoever you want to improve. The best characters to improve are going to be your DPSs. Trust me, I have some pretty crappy builds on my healers and they healed just fine and survived just fine, right? You don't need the most insane rolls for your healers or your supports. Unless it's speed tuned stuff, then it can be a bit fishy. I wanted to say icky and fishy at the same time. Was this Icky Vicky from like Fairly Odd Parents? Anyway, so that's what I recommend farming for. It really just depends on who you want. If you want the best overall sets, it's probably going to be the Super Break slash follow up ult damage one, which is going to be this one right here, just because so many characters use it, and more than likely you're going to at least have a few super rare characters and a few characters who can use the follow-up one, especially because Moze and Gallagher are 4 stars. Yanting's a standard banner character. A lot of people have Firefly or Rappa or Boot Hill, which could still technically use it. The debuff one is good overall, but I feel like the break one kind of brings it down a little bit, right? Just because only 2 characters really use it, but one of them is free, so it's really up to debate which ones you want to farm between those two. Those are 2 I recommend. But other than that, that's it for the video. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think any characters should be switched? I'll write that down for next time, because sometimes I actually totally forget and I just, put them in the same spot again on accident. I do apologize. I'm not perfect. But anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.